All right, to retired Lieutenant General Jerry Boykin. In general, that point I ended on with William, and that is where some governors might balk at sending their own guardsmen down. What are the rules on that, sir?
Well, I think that you're going to see a lot of people trying to cross the border in California is what it sounds like to me, given that Governor Brown does not seem to be cooperative on this. Look, the rules are the National Guard on a day-to-day basis works for the governor of the state. It's only when they're federalized under Title X that they actually work for the commander-in-chief. So these operations will be conducted under the authority of the governors. The governors will have control. And as William said, this has happened before. There have been call-ups of the Guard on the border previously. Yeah. And in fact, I think that the governor of Texas actually called him up on his own authority when they had these train loads of young children coming to the borders of Texas.
You know, General, I'm wondering, the latest impetus for this, we're told, was this so-called caravan that was moving from Honduras through Mexico, where a lot of Mexican security authorities and the rest were just getting out of their way, letting it proceed forward. Then we're told that around midway up through, they were stopped, divided, some sent back. I don't know what the real score is, but had this caravan issue not developed, would we still be sending troops at this time? What do you think?
No, I don't think that caravan was the single issue that prompted the president to make this decision. Look, he did not get the funding for the wall that he's asked for. He is being, the Democrats and the leftists are fighting the president at every turn on what he's trying to do in terms of securing our borders. And I think the president said, okay, I know how I can do it, and that's what you're seeing unfold right now.
You know, if they stay there, then there is the issue about how we pay for that over an extended time. The president seems to be attaching it to the wall, and there's growing frustration that while they got $1.6 billion in funding to start or continue what they're doing on the wall, it won't be nearly enough. Where do you see this going?
Well, I think you're going to see a continual struggle between the president and the Democrats in Congress. The president campaigned on, I'm going to build a wall. And that was, if there was a single issue, that was the issue that everybody understood where he stood on. And I think that there's going to be a continual battle over this wall. But let me say this, Neil, and maybe this will prove that I'm a prophet. He's going to get the wall. He's going to get the wall in the end. And just watch. But it's not going to be easy, and he's going to be in a continual struggle against the Democrats on this, and some people in his own party, frankly.
No, you're right about within his own party. They're fighting him on this and saying that whether it's a money excuse or they think that he'll cave to the Democrats on DACA, whatever, some sort of a deal would probably be made. But is it safe to say, General, that it's a fairly good assumption that the Mexicans won't be paying for this?
No, I think that part of it is probably going to wind up being fairy dust, but there's going to be a wall. And look, I think that he's doing exactly the right thing, putting these National Guards people there. And I think what William Lajeunesse said is the key to this. They are working in a support role. You don't give them arrest power. You certainly give them rules of engagement that will allow them to protect themselves as well as the border agents down there. But you don't put them in a role of enforcing civil law enforcement because of Posse Comitatus. And even though that can be overcome with a signing of the Insurrection Act by the president, that's not what we want our military to do. We don't want to come across as being a militaristic state. That looks too much like a third world country. But I think that the role they'll be cast in providing logistics, helicopters, transportation, MEDEVAC, communications, and surveillance and reconnaissance is a good role for them, and I think they'll do it well. And I think that they will have a significant positive impact on what's coming across the border there, to include druggies and terrorists.
You know, General, I always enjoy having you on. You're a straight shooter, and agree or disagree, you answer every single question, which is an odd trait, my friend. Thank you very, very much.